Hi, welcome to Comic Showcase. I'm going to show you my pulls for the week of April 22nd. Let's get started. First up this week, I have Marvel Comics, Marvel DC Spider-Man Superman #1. And I've been hearing it's a fun read, so I'm excited to get into this one. Marvel Comics, Marvel DC Spider-Man Superman #1. And this is a Kaare Andrews wraparound variant. And you know I like wraparounds. This next one is one that I've been looking at and wanting to read for a while, but it's a little pricey when you try and get the original. So I was really happy when Marvel came out with the Facsimile. Here's Marvel Comics Spider-Man Noir #1 Facsimile Edition 2026. And I did read this one and the story is pretty good. It's sad a little bit. It's a more gruesome end for Uncle Ben, but it's interesting and you can see Peter Parker starting to get into what he gets into. Because he meets Ben Urick, who actually, you find out, sorry, this is a spoiler, turn it off if you don't want to see, but you find out that he was there when the uncle was murdered. So he's befriended Peter Parker and he helped him in this issue, but then you start to wonder, why was he there? So these next comic books are all my comic books from Free Superman Day 2026. So I'm just going to show you what I got. So I got a Sophie Campbell variant, as you saw, and I just wanted to hold up the other one that I got next to it so you could see. Next, I have IDW Publishing, The Rocketeer, The Island #2, and the cover is by Jacob Edgar. I was looking forward to this one, and I read this one. It's a good read. Still a lot of fun, has all the characters. They're searching for Amelia Earhart, and they just made it to Skull Island, and they discovered dinosaurs, and unfortunately, Betty and Mrs. Payne find themselves kidnapped, and they're waiting to be presented as sacrifices to a god known as Kong. So I think next time we're going to meet Kong. Should be pretty fun. Next, I have IDW Publishing, The Rocketeer, The Island #2, and this cover is by Dave Stevens. Next, I have Mad Cave Studios, The Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre #3. And it's still as ridiculous as ever, and we're getting further into the story. A lot of violence, a lot of sleazy female jokes, but it's a lot of fun. And you know, it was an interesting issue because you get introduced to Disco as his younger self, and he's very opposite of who he is now. So I guess it's a commentary on how the world can change you. But yeah, still going strong. Nebraska, the cop who's trying to avenge his brother's death, and you met 2 or 3 nuns who were tied up, who end up, they're not nuns at all, they work for Disco, and they end up being, you know, stripping down into bikinis and and they're actually kind of kooky, but it's a fun story. There's a lot of characters, and the narrator, who's this old woman in the beginning, always has kind of strange stuff that she's talking about before she jumps in, and it's always commentary about life and about the world. It's a funny story. I still enjoy it. Next, I have Archie Comics, Archie number 125, Facsimile Edition 2026. And this week there were a few Archies in my comic book store, Facsimile editions, but I chose this one. I like that it has Frankenstein on the cover, and then when I flip through, Frankenstein's actually in the story, and it seems very cute. I haven't got to read it fully, but he's hired and he's supposed to scare Archie, and when he doesn't, he's like, "I'm sorry, I'll try harder." So it looks cute, and I look forward to it, and I like Frankenstein, so Frankenstein and Archie together, it's a match made, you know? Next, I have Image Comics, Universal Monsters, Phantom of the Opera, number 3. And I wasn't able to get the connecting variant today in my shop, but I did pick up this one, and because I wanted to read it. And even though I will say I get a little confused with this iteration with certain times they're talking about certain characters or the female characters. So I get a little confused at times. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But I still love it. This story seemed to go back to more of the original Phantom of the Opera that we all know and love. The second one I felt was slightly different than the story that we all know. But it's nice. It's going back to what we're familiar with, and it's still Phantom of the Opera, and I love it, and it's still a good story. Next, I have Boom Studios, Hello Body Horror, number 1. And this group of stories, it's a new one, and I got it because it's a Jenny Frieson variant. And I will say I try and get Jenny Frieson, but when I read the inside, these stories are disturbing. So there's one called Muckbanger, and she eats her own body parts. And then there's a story called Butterfly Fields, which I guess is similar to Nectar, with butterflies being dangerous, but the virus that they get actually makes them like living corpses. Anyways, disturbing stories, but still interesting. It's still an interesting read. Definitely, maybe not before bed. Give you some weird dreams. So before I forget this week, I want to stop and say thank you to everybody who tuned into my live show. It was a lot of fun as my first experiment for my first live show. And I had a hard time reading the chats while doing the show. So I apologize for not really being more interactive and not replying to some of the messages that were being asked. I had a very hard time doing both. I think next time my husband's going to help me out and moderate a little bit so that I can be aware of important questions that are being asked, and I can make it more interactive. But it was my first time, and I had a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it, and it should only get better from this point on. But thank you so much for all of you that supported me and watched. Thanks for watching my polls for this week. I hope you enjoyed it and saw some stuff you liked. Check back for more later. Thank you. Bye.